Aubrey. I don't think we've met. Peace to the God. Peace.
Hey, peace to the goddess. We saw each other online, I'm pretty sure, from a distance, but and you don't seem nervous, you naturally confident. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo. This is my brother El Jara.
Peace, Queen.
Hey,
You
I think we Facebook friends.
Yeah. And as you know, this the general right here, Akshita Vita. She in the
Peace,
place to be.
goddess.
And of course, my queen and wife, Thea Lamel.
Shout out to
Yes.
the
We are
Oh,
all
really?
fans of yours. I don't know. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
I'm a fan. I
Y'all,
definitely follow. Definitely follow.
you. Love you so
Yeah,
much.
like word.
Peace to the L
Like,
Tribe gang.
yeah. So yeah, brother Aubrey, he was about to kick something from his book. He got some fire. This brother been going hard.
Hey, I got a portion of my book. This come out. You ready now?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Hey, so I got a chapter. It's chapter 6, and it's called Quantum Synchronicity, and I break down different synchronicity types. But right now, I'm not gonna read the synchronicity types. At the end of the chapter, I had another section. It's called Mathematical Outcome. Let's begin. Everything you see around you right now in this second, or any second, is a reflection of a mathematical outcome by way of a spiritual process of multidimensional energy shifts relating to the algorithm of the universe nature. Number sequence and numeric values in magical outcomes happening on a subtle but obvious super spiritual level. 444 and 333, a mathematical outcome and a mathematical outcome can be and is a spiritual shift in events occurring in nature synchronistically all around you every second. The spiritual perceptual view of seeing birds appearing serendipitously in front of you or over your head is a reflection of a mathematical equation and mathematical outcome. Everything down to every person, object, plant, tree, car, house, person, and phone is a mathematical outcome and expression still in motion. The serendipitous reason behind why two similar individuals link up unexpectedly at the store late at night shopping, uh, and talking randomly but synchronistically in alignment is because each individual has close and similar data streams of numbers circulating within their auric field and similar mathematical numeric patterns, which all equal out into a certain synchronistic event and alignment of two different rare people connecting. Every spiritual omen and synchronicity is a spiritual process unfolding in a serendipitous magical way, which is happening as a result of a mathematical outcome, including quantum entanglement. When a psychic or oracle gives a divinatory or divination reading, then a psychic is becoming a medium of celestial light codes, and they're pulling from the person's data streams of numbers. And both energies are producing certain psychic messages and responses that's equaling out to a certain mathematical outcome. And that's another page, but I ain't gonna go too deep, I just wanna process that. Unless you want me to go a little bit. I just want to read this section.
That's all I gotta say, bro.
Hey, you look. The repetitive number sequence patterns of seeing 555 or 333 is the result of a mathematical outcome, which is mathemagical, as well as synchronistic. Now, Ramses II, the Great, performed a magical ritual with the usage of a specific number, which is the number 4, coming from an ancient Egyptian text, in order to produce a mathematical outcome as a result of the rite in the ritual. And in order for Ramses II to guarantee the outcome, he did the ritual 3 times, but he wanted to guarantee the outcome, so he did it 4 times. So he took the number 3 to the number 4 in order to guarantee the reality of the ritual. The ancients believed in dancing around fires and chanting spiritual hymns until they created magical ripples, disturbing the medium, producing a mathematical outcome. Every rite is different, which means that every ritual produces different mathematical outcomes as a result of multiple different rituals. The human brain creates reality out of multiple different data streams of numbers coming in through the senses every second. This world is a world of many different illusions and spiritual patterns like codes, synchronicities such as 777, 222, 444, or 314. Anytime you observe spiritual signs or supernatural phenomena occurring in front of you, then you're observing a mathematical outcome of manifesting and materializing right before your eyes. The ancient Cometians and Sumerians designed many blueprints and writing strips and sacred texts relating to many different mathematical outcomes achieved by way of celestial light codes and perfect alignment of receiving divine guidance while observing rare events, making spiritual connections, and connecting new dots in a mystical and supernatural magical way. And that is page 162, 161 to 162 is what I just read.
That was fire.
Wow.
That was fire, bro.
Show the book. Show us that book.
Show us that book, bro.
Where can you buy that book at?
You can get this book at aubreythegenius.com, or you can go to Amazon and you can type in the clever smooth chess moves and type it in all caps, the clever smooth chess moves, and it'll take you right to it. Because I got 2 books, but this is my second book, and yeah, the clever smooth chess moves, the laws of being steps ahead.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Hey, bro. I love what you're doing, bro. I really love what you're doing, bro. Let's get some heat in here.
Hey,
Let's.
I'm being here being a student, taking my notes.
I know we all students.
We
right?
all
I know.
Yes. Yes,
Y'all
indeed.
be blowing me away. Like I finally got your book in the mail, and I was reading about the numbers and motion, and how thought is the motion of time. I think that's how you said it, and I'm like, oh, it is. And it just like made me think about my thoughts so differently, because you do time travel in your mind. Like, we talk about being present a lot. Well, I talk about being present a lot. And in the space of being present, it's like I, kind of rooting myself in my jeb to do that, and but like a good 99% of the time, I am not rooted in my jeb. I'm in the past, I'm in the future, I'm at a different location. I'm not here. I do not be here. I'm very much like out and about in my space and time, and always in motion, and then wonder why I'm always tired. So
Hey, check this. I got a question for you. What is your take on the 111, 222, 333? It can be all that. 44. What is your take on that? Give me some break it down, sis.
Oh, you know what? I was talking about this earlier today because somebody was asking me, what is a 55? And I was like, well, to me, that's like multiplication. So I'm still looking at numbers. So it's like, all right, you gave me a 222. So I have 3 2s. So I'm creating with this sense of duality. I'm creating with this sense of harmony and balance. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking my understanding, which is the expression. I have 3. So that's my understanding. That's my expression of my wisdom, my 2. And 2 also deals with whether you want to deal with, the feminine energy of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You got the sun, moon, and earth, or, mother, father, child, mother, child, excuse me. So you could deal with it from a feminine aspect, but then you can also deal with it in alignment with like zodiac EMFs attached to it and say, okay, well, 2 is the heart chakra. That's the sensitivities and your emotional sense. You're dealing with Libra energy there, and the energy exchanges within those Oba scales, if you will. So like, I'm creating with my Oba scales. So like if I see a 222 somewhere, it's more so letting me know, okay, with the different interpersonal relationships that I got going on, we're going to create, and that 222 come together. You know, I break it down like 2 and 2. That's, you know, me and this other interpersonal energy, we gonna create the cornerstone, and then the other 2 come into space. Now we in the 6, we in the space of servitude and giving the others, and invoking, which is like manifesting things into the space, if you will. So, you know, that's how I see it when I see things like that. Like if I have the 111, I'm creating with that. I have 3 1. So I'm creating in my solitude. I'm probably creating with the different hats I wear by myself if I see a 111 somewhere.
Wow.
If I see an 1111, that means that, you know, when I'm in this space, this is a cornerstone right here. Whatever conversation or whatever, you know, act that I'm acting into in this moment in time that I see that 1111, they're letting me know, yeah, you just solidified something. Something just, you know, came into birth, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm paying attention, like, well, what am I doing? Where's my thoughts at? You know, what I got on? Who's it? Like, and I'm very like it, you know, intentional. I pay attention to a lot of details when I come across these different numbers. But that's essentially what it's letting me know. Like, what am I doing with this energy at this moment?
Okay. So, I got some real fun questions for you. You do the mathematics faithfully every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Yes.
I tune into you. I follow you every day just to get my daily mathematics. I'm not gonna hold, man. That's like my cup. That's my cup of tea. Peace, y'all. It's your girl Monet here.
Hey.
You know, I'm in the mirror. I'm filming right now. You already know, and I'm about to break down these mathematics, going hard. I don't know if I got you. I'm working on it.
Yes, I love it. It keeps me on my 1 and 2s because I be needing that for myself. You know, when I start my day, I pray. And I'll be asking, you know, the collective energy, like, yo, just guide my hands, my feet, my heart, and my gut. Let my will be in alignment with yours. What we doing today? And then I'll check my mathematics. I check the astrological report. Like, all right, this is the vibe for today, you know. And it's not, you know, when I was younger, I used to be caught up in all that. Like, I got to make every detail of my day add up to the, but now it's kind of like a flow. I'm an herbalist. I work in an herbal spot, you know. And, you know, just paying attention to the customers that come and go throughout that day and the energy exchanges and the energy I give to them, you know, I watch my mathematics. I don't watch my mathematics until the end of my day. So, like, you know, majority of the time when I'm doing that, I'm not even here. Like I told you, I don't be here. Like, I'm reading to y'all the astrological report. I'm telling y'all the numbers, but all the stuff that's added into that, that's not, I won't say that's not me, but I'm not here. I'm a vessel. And I'm just, you know, just flowing through me that this is what it is. So at the end of the day, when I watch the mathematics, you know, I have my little, you know, I'm breaking fast or whatever, my little fruit in my fruit juice or whatever. And I'm like, oh, wow. Like, I'm thinking about all the energy exchanges I had in the store and in my personal and with the readings for today. And I'm like, wow, that really was in alignment. And I move in gratitude as I lay down for the evening. So, you know, that's how it flows for me. So I'm always like moving in like a ridiculous, like the English language.
Why do you do the what's the recordings in the mirror? Tell me about that. Why you do it there? Is it some meaning behind it?
No. Well, yes and no. It wasn't intentional until this moment you asked me that question, and it came to me because I don't look in the mirror. I've always had this thing with not looking in the mirror. I just don't. So when I started doing the mathematics, it became a mirror thing. And I didn't think about it until you asked me that. That's literally like the only time I look in the mirror.
Oh my God.
I don't play with those windows at all.
I hear that.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have that's a whole nother show.
Yeah. So now I gotta think about it because I never
mirrorverse.
You
The
asked me.
mirrorverse.
Because you know, each mirror got its own number. Some mirrors lie to you.
Wow. Wow.
Are you serious?
That's like a majority of the time. That's like the only mirror that I really look in. Like I might look in the bathroom mirror while I'm brushing my teeth, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
Every
Wow. Wow.
So if I
That's
got
deep.
something on my face, y'all got to tell me because I really don't.
Every mirror don't
Gotta rely on your friends to tell you. I get it.
You gotta help me out.
Yo,
Wow.
so what made you getting into being an astrologist, a soul guide, a healer through the arts, as well as a musician, as well as a philanthropist, entrepreneur? I don't know. You got a lot of hats. But tell me about more or less like the soul guide, the healer of the arts, and the musician. Put how
Well,
those fits
music runs
together.
in my family. That was something that I've been doing since I was in the womb of the womb. And I just
Okay.
came out like, this is it. Like I've been making music since before I could formulate English words. That's just always been me. I can't tell you when I started that. I would like to I would say that that's from some past lives things, if you will. That's bigger than me. And with the astrological, everything really started from childhood, for real, for real. Like, staring at the stars and being in tune, not necessarily in tune, but like, me and my siblings used to sit on my mom's car and just be like, oh, there go the star, where there go that over there. Like that was a thing. And so like, being present, when I went to college, just learning about astronomy, like I got to take all the, college is mostly fluff. It's nonsense. They just want your money for 4 years. So I'm like, if y'all gonna have me take all these electives, I'm gonna take stuff that I care about. And I love science. I've always loved science. So I just took a bunch of science classes and art classes, and astronomy just so happened to be one of them. And as I'm sitting here learning about astronomy, and then I took physics and I took biology, and it was just used to, and I was a psychology major. So it was just like seeing how all these ologies, like, why don't we tie these up? Why aren't they tied up? Why are these all, like, I see why they're separate, but they all actually do combine with one another. And that was just my mindset. I was one of the students, I ain't gonna hold you, I was one of the students in the class challenging the professor, like, why y'all do stuff like this that don't make sense? How come we don't do physics and biology? How come we in biology not talking about astronomy and the physics and the metaphysics of that? Like, I'm asking these questions because I knew, like, even in biology or anatomy class, they were talking about surgery and how, basically telling you without telling you that you are the solar system. Like when I talk about the moon and Mercury and all that, that's all your body system. You got 11 of them, 11 that we pay attention to, but you have way more than 11. And then you think about, the main 11 that we give light to, and then they're constantly growing. Now they say 14 or whatever. Now they telling you that your body is expanded. Now there's Terra and the map expanding and land and water rising in other places. Like this is all in divine alignment, as above, so below, as within, and so without. And that just always made sense to me in my college years, and then coming into adulthood to the point where it's just like, oh, y'all not going to tell me? I'm going to do it myself then. I like to know, and I like to learn. And then, like, in my mid-20s, I was, blessed with the opportunity to move to Virginia for a little bit. And there's this metaphysical church out there. And just going to that church, on Wednesdays and Sundays, and being in a temple of psychics and mystics, and it was just like a beautiful experience, and it just made me want to dive even more in my purpose, because it was a lot of them in there that kind of would not treat me weird, but they could see my energy more than I could. And they were like heavily like telling me like, yo, you got to do this, you should be over here doing this. Like, I see all these different beings around you and you're not walking in your power. And I had this one lady, she used to get mad at me. She's like, you didn't walk in your power this week. And I was like, I'm about to start coming here. You're not gonna keep telling me about myself every Sunday. But that was a big thing there. Now, as far as the herbal journey that I've been on that helped tie, these things to my health in my routine of life, was my oldest son. He was vaccine injured. And with him, it's like his blood took a little longer to clot. He had like this like plasma jelly type of thing going on or whatever. And his body pushes out toxins through nosebleed. That's how his body rejects things. And I had always been in tune with, if your body pushing it out, let it push it out. Just make sure you're good and you replenishing yourself while your body's pushing things out. But I wanted to know what it was his body was pushing out. So to find out it was the vaccinations, but listening to the way the doctors those things to me, it would be like, oh, you have a genetic predisposition and the vaccine triggered it and da 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 da. And oh, we should oh, I love Kai Zodiac, thank you. And oh, we should burn his nose vessels till we find the one that keeps exploding. Like, you trying to remove my son's body defense system because it's not in alignment with what you think a body should be doing, but his body is protecting him right now. So, that's when my dad and my grandmom, they started going heavy with me, getting into Dr. CB, really paying attention to what we feeding him, and every time we change something, whatever. And that's what got me. I went and got my herbal certification there. I started paying, like, it really was my son. What's in the plan? What's his number? He's a life path 22. So, and I'm a life path 11.
Whoa.
What's that? And then, what's in his stars? Because then you have you can eat for your astrology sign, like where your gut is at. My son is a Leo sun, Leo moon, Aries rising. So he's ruled by the gut. So it's like, I got to pay attention to all these different things with him. And so it really was like trying to heal my son for real, that made Sunshine.
That was fire. Hold up. Cause you just dropping the science on us so fast. Yo, break that down. Like, how did you come to he rules over the gut? Break that down.
So, like, your ascending sign, your rising sign is the planet that rules you. And every planet is associated with a body system. So Aries is your solar plexus chakra. That's Mars. So he's ruled by Mars. That's his planet. So whatever Mars is doing, that's what he's doing as far as like his overall EMF. So a lot of people go by their sun sign, but you're not your sun sign. The sun is the kind of experiences that you're having. So, but your rising is your overall EMF. So he's ruled by his gut. So whatever he ingests, that's what's happening. So that he can't eat everything. He can't do everything everybody's doing. And when he tried to, his body won't tell him. So he used to go to my dad's house or my mom's house and then come back with his nosebleeds or I don't feel good. And I'm like, you was over there eating bacon or whatever. Don't be down there eating what they eat. And you can't do what they do. And they shouldn't be doing it either. It's going to catch up to them eventually, but it catches up to you way more because you're ruled by your gut. And so, like, and then he's interested in learning those things because he wants to learn his body too. So, him asking me questions, and I don't like telling my child I don't know something. So now I'm about to we about to find out. We about to learn together.
Exactly.
Yo, that's deep. I like to connect up a little bit of numbers myself. A lot of times I connect the numbers up like with the scriptures, the same way how you're decoding the numbers. I like to connect those up with the scriptures and to connect up with a message. Your log date, what we call birthday, people call them birthdays, but we call them log dates because this is the age of information, and it represents how you logged in space and time. Like, what is your log date again, sis?
It's 9/19/90. So I'm a 911.
9/19. Wow, today's Palm Sunday. They go, you know that, right? You know what's so deep? I'm a bring. Here we go. I got some numbers for you. These are the same numbers as your birthday, but I'm gonna connect it up same way.
I be telling everybody, I'm like, yo, I know somebody that be decoded the numbers of the Bible, yo. It's so cool.
Yo, I'm having fun. I'm gonna have some more fun with this because watch this. I tell people this, right? That the scriptures are coded. That's a part of what the Messiah Code talks about. It's about decoding scriptures, not only the scriptures, the past, present, and the future. So, this is about Hosanna, and it's also talking about, Palm Sunday, how he rode in on a donkey. But the donkey was symbolic of humility. Him coming in because a lot of conquerors, they came in as riding on horses. All right. So I don't know. Somebody can read this because I got a couple other scriptures that I wanted to connect up the ideas of the 9/19 in this sense. You got it, Thea? Somebody?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
And they that went before and they that followed cried, saying, Hosanna. Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. Blessed be the kingdom of our father David that cometh in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest.
I got another scripture for you. I'm just keep the same numbers.
Wow.
Let's
Okay.
do this.
Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout out, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, thy king cometh unto thee. He is just and having salvation, lowly and riding upon an ass and upon a colt, the foal of an ass. Saying, Blessed be the king that cometh in the name of the Lord. Peace in heaven and glory in the highest.
All right, so 19 and 38. What's the relation of 19 and 38?
19 and 19.
That's right. So we utilize the same scriptures. We utilize the same scriptures to say the same message. All right. And this was about the galactic, what we call the galactic hero, the 19th letter, which is S. Okay. And, you know, when we write in a codex, we put all the vowels inside the S, but that's a whole nother build. You know, I wanted to connect this up with the idea of us having this build today and you here, Sister Sunshine, as well as Brother Aubrey here,
It's
because
119. Look.
say that again.
Now I was looking at the time on the live. It was just 119, or it was just symbolizing 19. But it,
Give me your take on the number 19, sis. Break it down. Or the 1 and the 9. Whatever you got with it.
I started attracting a whole bunch of knowledge born of lies, and I was like, "Oh, I love it."
Hold up. You know, you say it like that. What is knowledge? Knowledge is the foundation of all things, a clear, certain perception of information learned by one's ability of looking, listening, and observing what is born. Any mental thought coming into reality through a material substance. Let's do this.
Ashe.
That's how we're going to do it. What's today's mathematics?
I love my 19s. I get my lessons on my 19s. I have my death on my 19th birthday.
I hear that.
In the
Look, 19 times 19 is 361. Connect the dots.
Yes,
Connect the dots up, sis.
From beginning and end. I love it here. I really feel like I was called here. I was summoned here to do some stuff. And like the more in tune I get with my spirit, the more like interpersonal conversations I have with the Most High, you know, the way the Most High be responding to be like, now Sunshine, you know what you're supposed to be doing. I'm like, I know, but like, come on now. You got me down here and you up there eating fruits.
Galactic hero for real.
Yeah, I love what I do. And it's crazy because I've been doing it ever since I was a kid. Like, you know, when I was a child, adults just always felt comfortable telling me all their business and confiding in me and, you know, just talking to me a certain kind of way and stuff like that. And then, you know, thinking about the relationship that I had with my mother. My parents had me young. They were still in high school. So like, you know, seeing the kind of relationship that I had with my mother and, you know, different interpersonal conversations we have about her growth from my existence and stuff like that. It's just like, you know, it's dope, you know, aligning that with my 19 and stuff like that. I always move in gratitude. I feel I'm getting out of my own way of walking in my power. The sun card is actually the 19th card in the tarot deck. That was something I didn't know until later on. Sunshine is a childhood nickname. That's what my mother calls me. I just started using it everywhere because I didn't like the way people would say my actual name. And my actual name is Unica Monet. It means one of many. So I'm pretty sure if I got into the gematria of that probably added, I probably see some nines in there too. But you know, just, you know, seeing the makings of me on a new numerology and astrological, you know, concept. I'm a Leo rising. I'm ruled by the sun. You know, whatever the sun is doing, that's what I'm doing. That's where I'm at. I love sun chasing, you know, and I'm a daddy's girl. You know, Leo energy is that the father. Like, you know, all the stuff my dad do, I want to do. Like, you know, my dad really set a foundation to my who I am, like musically,
Shout
creatively.
out to all the fathers with daughters.
Yes, yes, y'all is so important. Y'all have no idea how important y'all are. He definitely created like a cornerstone in me. So and then seeing how like our charts line up together, you know, where he got his Virgo and where I got my Scorpio placements at and stuff. My dad's a Scorpio. Um it's just divine alignment. And the 19 means a lot to me because it's the beginning and the end. You know, it's the thought and the birth of the thought. And I do both.
That's deep.
Bro, what you got? What you got? What you got? Aubrey, what you got for that 19? Give me something on that.
So I was born from a Taurus. My father born May 9th. Then I was born from a Scorpio. My mama born November 8th, right? And when I was 19, I got my picture painted in the Martin Luther King Community Center out south. Now, I always been inspired by Martin Luther King when I was young, but when I became a teenager, I was inspired by Malcolm X, May 19th. He was born May 19th. So when I started to become more enlightened, I came across Clarence 13X, which was born 222, the father God Allah, you know.
Clarence 13X 222 13. I'm loving this.
And then I learned that he used to run with Malcolm X, born May 19th, right? So I'm born 222, like Clarence 13X. He used to kick it with Malcolm X, born May 19th. My son was born at home. I'm a male doula, right? I have both of my kids naturally. My son, he's born May 19th.
Hold up. Say that. You
My
have
son,
both of your children natural
yes,
Wow.
indeed.
Yeah, that's fire, bro.
Yeah,
as a male
that's
doula.
definitely yes. Wow, that is hot. Yes.
Yeah, I got an ebook online called Being a Male Doula,
Yes.
and shout out to women because as like everything sunshine, everything you say, it's like it's serendipitous, it's synchronistic. It be speaking to me. It's like I be sharing a different angle to everything that you saying. So I'm just resonating with everything. So for me, it was my mom. I didn't grow up with my father like that. My mom, she was into like the knowledge when I didn't even know it existed, but I did on an unconscious level. But I'm just saying all that to say like my son came out born May 19th. I was extremely inspired by Malcolm X. I was so inspired by Malcolm X. How I got my picture painted when I was 19. I went downtown. I went up on a train. I went up on a bus, and I speak to the whole bus, the whole train, and I'd be telling different cultures about themselves and about my people and about our people. That we started math, science, music, art, the first language. We started everything. So I'm heated. You know, I saw what Malcolm X stood for, that 1 and that 9. Oh yeah, I went crazy. What? I was giving them, I was bringing all kind of fire, and I was just speaking to the whole train. And you know, I stay in Chicago, so it's a train full of people. I used to speak and teach to the whole bus, but it all came from the 1 and the 9. And my first son, he's a Taurus like my father, and he's born. His mama born May 1st. He's born May 19th, and my father born May 9th. So
Yo,
yeah,
I got
yeah.
I got a
Because
I got a
I'm the
question.
flip to that. Like your
Yo.
mom is a Scorpio and your dad's a Taurus. My mom is a Taurus and my dad is a Scorpio.
That's
And
what
my
I was saying.
sister's
Like,
born on
yo,
May
and then you a Virgo,
Wow.
he a
Hey,
freaking Pisces. I'm like,
hey.
Wow.
this
That's
is energy.
cool.
This is serious. This is
Oh, that's deep. And you're a Virgo too.
yo,
Yeah.
yo.
Shit.
Hey, yo, I gotta ask the brother El Jara. Martial arts, bro.
That's
The number 19, are there any 19 strikes or are there 19 moves that you utilize or something like that? Talk to me, bro.
nah, but I got I feel like this is a very, very dope conversation. So, I feel like all in all, what I've learned in Kung Fu is that life moves in cycles. So my experience seeing numbers is like a outside entity compared to things I know. But
I'm just saying, like, are there connections with the martial arts, like with numbers? Like, is there
um,
like a certain steps that's like, like let's say Bruce
a
Lee
brother,
or somebody that is extreme martial artist, they have a certain moves that deal with a sequence of numbers. Are there anything? Have you come across anything like that?
I wouldn't say that, bro. But what I will explain though about
Mm.
it is that, like I said about cycles, right?
Okay.
So with cycles, right, you have frequency, you know what I'm saying? You got waves, right? And so within that frequency, you could have a certain amount of vibrations, you feel me? And it's just a process that it starts from the beginning and ends. Would you
Mm.
like say nine?
119.
Yeah, like you like to say nine. It starts from the one and the nine. And
It's 119 now,
now
as long as we've been on.
you could go to the 10, you go to the 11, you go to the anything. But the 1 through 9 kind of symbolizes the foundation to get to the 10. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to be a master, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, you got to look at it like it takes 10 years to become a real master. You know what I'm saying? So in that 1 through 9 is so important because as you become a master, you're going to be doing everything you did 1 through 9, except you're just going to be putting it out in the space of the 10, in the space of the 11. You just keep expanding. You know what I'm saying? It's really not no end. You know what I'm saying? But with everybody on the line, I know we talking about numbers. You feel me? So I know it sounds a little bit off, but I wanted to know everybody's perception on like nothingness because I feel like all these patterns are coming from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They're springing out of something, and to come back to the thing, you know what I'm saying? The 1 and the 9 at the end of the day comes from a 0, right?
Mm.
So I want to just include that into the conversation a little bit because I really wanted to get Aubrey's input too a little bit on,
Mm.
where
Mm.
things are bringing from, not just what we seeing, but all in all, martial arts is just one way to see that development as we go from knowledge, wisdom, understanding, power, refinement, this, that, and the third. It's just a way to cultivate the self and the mind. It's the same process happening within those numbers. So, you might start at 1, but your destination is 9. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
that's where it's like, I'm gonna connect those two numbers. It's the beginning and the ending, you know what I mean? And in the ending, you're just born again. You know what I'm saying? So I think at the end of the day, martial arts and certain
I
things
caught it.
give you knowledge, but the things like we was blessed with, like the mathematics, really help us understand that process of something developing from nothingness to the 1 to the 3 to the 6 to the 9, and I think that's what it's really symbolic of. Even that 131 is just another breakdown of coming into that process.
So, all right. So, yeah, who gonna take that? Sunshine. What's your take on nothingness? The number 0, the nothing.
That's an ironic question because me and my son just talking about I homeschool my kids and I got this philosophy book and that was actually one of the chapters was nothing, you know.
Mm.
Bless nobodies. Our mantra is nobodies are nothing and nothing is everything. So it's giving, there's not really nothing. Like I don't really follow the concept of there being absolutely nothing. Like that thought is just so far out there for me. I couldn't even think what nothing is because even when you look at zero is the cipher. That's the space where something is coming from. So what are you making with that something?
I love the way you explain that.
Thank you. Yeah.
So you're making sense of something that don't make sense, and anything that don't make sense do make sense by you making sense of it. Not make sense makes it make sense even more because you sense it something even more that exists.
We put a zero to the nothing, so you made it something.
Mm. Mm. And God is a 0.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get the 1, and then you get the 3, you know, because 2 is always 1 in me. So I go for 1 and 3.
Even when you go to the zeros, that's, you know, Keter, like the zeros and ones. You go to the zeros, that's still like something. That's still like the down. It might not be like material or physical, but it's still something.
Appreciate
That's
that.
deep.
Yo,
But-
they was like, look. They was like this. They was hitting you like this, bro. What?
Because I think underlining, you know, I think I always want to bring the Most High into the conversation, so that way the ones, the threes, and the ones could connect, the threes, the six, you know, align. But you know, I want to bring it back to the base of what Lamel was saying. You feel me? What Lazarus is saying about the 19 and the 38. So, bro, I want to kind of bring it back to you, and I want you to explain to us, you know, how we could expand on this 19 and 38.
All right, that's cool. I like that. So this is gonna be fun.
We got
All right,
questions
number
for you.
19, everything that moves between the 1 and the 9. Of course, 19 times 19 equals 361. How many degrees in a circle? 361 degrees. Why? It's because it's the dot that they forgot, or what they call El Amun, or what we refer to as El Anun, because Noon is the primordial waters, or the dot of creation. That's when you start to draw the line, because the dot hits first. All right, and that is symbolic of the nothingness that we all spring from, because it all lands as a dot, and then it starts to draw the line. That line becomes your number 1, and then it draws another line, and then that becomes number 2, because number 2 has 2 points, and then it becomes another line, a 3, because 3 has 3 points. It starts to find the dimension of itself from nothingness when it landed the dot in the first place. All right. So it moves through the 1 and the 9, but it starts to break the cycle, because after the 1 and the 9, you got the 10, and the 10 adds to oneness, or should I say wholeness, because that's the mistake that Muslims have when they declare Allah being one God. No, Allah is symbolic of wholeness. All right, us being whole when we're in the realm or in the study and connected up, because it's not really study to show thyself approved. It's really steady, and that's the course of your journey, because we're always learning, we're always becoming, we're always growing, we're always finding out different combinations of how things connect up. So that's basically synchronicity. All right. So then you moving forward, you got the 10. The 10 starts to have a personality of the 1 and the 0. The 11 has a personality of itself. Even though it adds up to 2, it still has a personality of itself. It's connected up to the higher planes of thought, or what they call the kingdom within yourself. It's a node, just like I break down how we are really writing a book, because when you come out of the matrix or the slave ship, you know, when you come out of the dunya, or what they refer to as the matrix, which are endless loops, you begin to write your own story. You go into the kitab, the book. That's what the Muslims go around when they go around the Kaaba. It's symbolic of the book that you write here on this planet, or in this, what we call the mainframe consciousness. All right. And then not only that, that book is an expression of what's really inside you. So that's why you got to be careful what you think, because the universe is like a pool of reality. When you drop something in it, it literally creates a wave or a ripple effect, and it knows your true intentions of your heart. All right. So that's why literally the heart is connected up with the dot, because it's the rhythm of creation. It's how things move, and how cycles move, and how we're able to come in and out these cycles with this beat. You know, your book is like a volume of many epics. All right. But volume is actually frequency and sound, bro. It's not just volumes of books and that you wrote, epics of your novels, of your story. Here in many manifestations is actually the volume or frequency of how you manifest it within this reality. All right. So the number 19, connecting that up, you know, it's like everything that flows between the 1 and the 9, but that's the 1 and 31, because 1 and 31 is the same thing as 1 and 9, because it's the beginning and the ending. the ending and the beginning. It's a cycle of things, you know, where you like another thing. How I break this down with the number 6, how they with the Messiah, it's called of Fatu. Fatu is symbolic of the right hand of the Messiah, but Fatu is symbolic of the rope of Allah that Allah gives you. Allah gives you a rope that looks like the number 6, and the number 6 is really a knot. It's really a knot. It's a rope that has a knot attached to it. And as you climbing up that stairway to heaven, you utilizing the knots as increments or cycles to help you move through certain nodes of reality.
Mm.
Wow.
I had to flip my 6 into a 9 and still stay at 6.
It's still a rope. That's still the rope, bro. That's
Mm.
still representing a rope. Same thing, the 6 and the 9. You know, we deal with the 1 through 31, but after 31, you got 32 through 99, which is 69 other images. Boom.
Mm. Mm. Wow. And I see genders play out in nature in the form of synchronicities. Like I may see something playing out this way and playing out that way, showing me the polarity of things.
What do you mean by that? The polarity of what? How
So
would
like
you explain that?
I could be sitting right here, for example, on let's say it's for example, I was staying in Texas and it was apartments on this side, it was apartments on this side. And when you come up on a balcony, you can see the other balconies across. So I would see somebody come out this side, and then I see somebody come out this side. Now they don't see each other, but I see them, and as a supernatural observer, and what I'm seeing is that they're in sync, even though they don't know that they're in sync. So one thing I write about in my book, for example, is that the top floor and the bottom floor is in sync and quantumly entangled. So it's times that people are walking to the front of the crib and people probably at the bottom, they're probably going to the back at the same time that they're walking to the front, but they don't know it. But this is something that when you got the eyes to see, you see into the unseen, you know?
Yeah, that's why I don't do apartment buildings no more. I can't do it.
Shout
It's too much
out.
going
Shout out
on
to
the bottom
everybody
floor.
in New York right now. Everybody in Jersey. I know the feeling. I've been there.
But I feel you on
Yeah.
the polarities. Like my oldest son, it's interesting because his birthday is 7/25, and he was born at 11:18 in the evening at night. And my youngest, his due date was 5/27, but he ended up coming 5/20. But the catch 22 is he was born at 11:18 in the morning. So even though he didn't come on those flip of days, he came with the flip of time. So and it's just how they like a polarities. Like my son, he's a Taurus, so he has like the straight Venusian experiences. Where my other son, he's a Leo. So in the Kabbalah, that's Tipperet. That's still the heart chakra, but that's on a Kabbalah standpoint. So yes, see how they're so similar. And then it's crazy because my dad's birthday is 11/18. So they were born on my dad's birthday. Their time is my dad's birthday. So it's just like, all these little synchronicities and then seeing like the pieces of my dad in them and how like, how, it's like certain things that skip over a generation. Cause I'm the oldest. So I'm like my daddy's son on the low. But that creates certain things. But now my dad has these grandsons. So it's kind of like he got to pour into my sons the way he couldn't fully pour into me, being a young father and I'm a girl and all this stuff like that. So it's just, it's just really dope to see like how those numbers, like you said, the numbers create like this electromagnetic field that just being a cosmic watcher, you can see all of that.
Hey, Sunshine, my birthday is 11/18.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's cool.
Hey.
Alignment here. I love it.
Oh my gosh, yo. Everybody's supposed to be where they supposed to be at then.
Exactly.
Yo.
Got numbers still. Aubrey.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we ain't hear from Thea. Thea, come on. We going to put you on the spot.
Ooh.
We going to
Hey.
put you
Okay.
on the spot. What you got to say?
No, I'm
Shout
just amazed
out.
by every.
You know, we got
Oh
to
no,
hit you
I'm just
hard too. What
amazed
you
by
got?
everything I'm hearing. It's just great. Like no,
What you think?
I'm learning from them. I'm learning from them. It's great information. Yeah, my
Mm.
birthday is 3/27, so
Mm.
I
yeah.
Mm.
mean, what you think about how they was bouncing off each other like,
Well, like they said, they have a lot. What I'm listening to or I hear is that their numbers are coincide, or their numbers are. I love that picture. Thank you. Yeah, their numbers are the same. You see, King El Gerard 1118, Sunshine, which they were born at 1118. Yeah, so I just think all of this, like you said, we were supposed to be here tonight together. There's no such thing as coincidence. So yeah, we were supposed to be here tonight. So I'm just loving this information. I'm learning from it, taking it in. It's great.
I got a testimony real quick, right?
Okay. All right.
So when I met the mother of my kids born May 1st, right? And remember
Mm-hmm.
my son is born May 19th. And
Okay.
when I met the mother of my kids, she already had a child, her first
Okay.
child, which is a girl. Her name is Josiah, which
Those-
is
Wow.
and it was they spelled it with an S instead of a Z.
Okay.
And the point of me bringing it up, she's born 3/27.
Wow.
And I celebrate
Wow.
baby birthday like it's my baby because her baby is my baby
Wow.
because
Yes.
I was raising
Wow.
her while I was raising my own.
I guess I'm supposed to be here too, right?
synchronicity.
Synchronicity. Yes, I'm supposed to be here too. Wow.
Aubrey.
All connect.
Aubrey, my name is Josiah.
Yeah.
Huh?
My name is Josiah.
Yo, she said, that's my daughter's birthday too.
Yes.
Hey, oh,
Wow.
What the
Amazing.
freak is going
hey.
on here? What the
Wow. Thank
Bro,
you. Thank you.
Hot.
you
It's
brought
Yo?
in,
Y'all
bro.
Yep.
got this
Next
thing
Thursday.
on
Yep.
fire.
You brought Mr. Synchronicity in, bro. What you thought was gonna happen, bro?
Man. Hey,
Wow.
That's the beautiful Libra eclipse, Libra Virgo eclipse we about to have.
Mm.
Yeah, so look at this. All right, we gotta close out. I wanna see whatever y'all got for the people. You know, this was fun. Let's do this some more.
yeah.
This is really fun, man. Y'all go hard on y'all content. I got y'all. Don't worry about it. I'll chop it up. I'll put it in the videos, man. And whatever y'all want to explain, whatever build, I got y'all on the DJs. I'll DJ it for you. You know what I'm saying? I really think all of y'all are really wonderful people, man. And y'all bless my heart and y'all make me feel not alone. Let me keep that. I don't mean to sound cheesy, but I'm
No, that was
speaking
great.
the truth.
No.
Though.
100.
Y'all
You giving
really
it
make
a
me
buck.
feel like
Buck
I'm
50.
not
Yes.
alone.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
We
That was some
appreciate you
love.
guys so much.
Like
Thank you
just
for
listening
joining
to
us
y'all
today.
knowledge, man. I don't
Yes.
have an ego with myself. Sometimes people think like, you know, the way I don't know. Sometimes I may come across that I may have an ego, but man, I'm learning from
Hey.
everybody as I'm
Yes,
going,
indeed.
and I'm expressing what I'm learning, you know, and I look for people that are saying that same message. I look for people that, you know, synchronicity. I look for the quantum entanglement. I look for that, so I know that I'm on the right path. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
y'all just made that warm feeling inside. So let's close this out. Who wants to close it out first? We want to do it.
Hey,
Who
it's
wants to do it?
AU, the heavy, AU, the genius, Aubrey, the scientist. I want to thank y'all for just being magnificent, genius, intelligent, and just so valuable to the planet. And it's all about the planet. It's really about what we all bring as a collective. So when we put all of the crystals back together like we doing, that's a magical, cosmic, astrological cycle that's coming down through us that we're bringing forth on a planet in a 3D, aka the 5D, which is all about
Mm.
love. So I want to thank y'all with extreme love and gratitude.
Yes.
Yes,
Bless,
sir.
bless,
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Yes.
Thank you, my
bless.
brother. Appreciate it. Make sure you look that brother up. Tell the people where they can get your books, bro.
You can find me on Amazon, or you can find me at my website, aubreythegenius.com, www.aubreythegenius.com.
Okay.
Okay. Good, man. Thank you, man. Yo, man, you welcome to come in here anytime. I got some fire for you. I definitely be chopping up your footage. Keep on going hard. You know what I'm saying? And I really can't wait to have you back on here, bro.
Hey, likewise, I'm excited. It's so many
Yes.
different energies. It's like I'm a student before I'm a master, so I'm processing,
Okay.
y'all. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of love.
Yes,
Mm,
sir.
I thank you.
What you got, LJ? What you got, bro?
Man, I just want to thank y'all brothers, man. I've been on a rampage about forgiveness and just building with my brothers. So I want to thank y'all for showing up the way y'all showing up, bro. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot for just an example for me. You feel me? The way y'all became authors and things of that nature. I just want to sing gratitude to y'all brothers. You feel me? Maybe not nobody else is taking that time.
It's sisters in here, bro. What are you doing?
I'm taking the time
Oh, I
for
was gonna
1
say.
second because you know what I mean. We don't focus on the brothers. You feel me?
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
My
Like,
fault.
Yes.
Thank you for the
Yes.
clarification.
and
About it.
not take away anything from the queens, goddesses. You feel me? Because they
Yes,
need us.
sir.
You feel me? But
Ooh,
black men with the circumstances most of us go through, bro. I want to tell you, I'm proud of y'all to be
Thank you, man.
standing
Thank
out.
Yes.
you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you,
thank
brother.
Long story short, though, you already know this is Messiah. And
Yes.
Thank you.
I appreciate my brother doing it. I thank y'all for being on here, Sunshine, Thelma. You know what I'm saying? I really just feel like at this point in time, we got a good unit. And all we could do is keep doing stuff like this. You know what I mean? And keep growing. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
appreciate
That's right.
Yes.
All right, Monet.
I am
Sunshine.
Sunshine Monie L. I am a energy awareness coach, a numerologist, astrologist, a healer. You can find me on Instagram, Let's Nobody's Business LLC. You can find me on Facebook, Sunshine Monie L. My music is on all streaming platforms under Sunshine Monie L. Under this Virgo full moon, I came out with a music project. My Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus are all in Virgo. So I'm exalting Virgo with this music project I came out with. This is my sophomore EP. So y'all can catch that out everywhere. It's out officially. I'm very excited about this. But you know, just walking your purpose for real, for real. Like the way the planets is lined up, we got these full and new moons in alignment with our north and south nodes, and like moments like this when you find yourself, aligning with your energetic tribe, aligning your EMFs, like nothing is by accident. Whether you look at it number point of view, a star point of view, whatever point of view you look at it, like the energy just never lies. I look at it like chemical equations and like valence electrons and who's on this electron and why. So walking your purpose, walking your power, because in that space and time, yeah, it's the unknown, but at the same token, you're going to attract exactly what it is that you're supposed to attract versus you being the resistance and having, just things being ripped from you. And it just takes a whole lot longer. But in the end, you still going to be forced to walk in your purpose. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever spirit says, that first initial thought, not all the first initial thoughts, but like,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
with it, flow with it. That's what I got for y'all. For just listen to spirit. Not going to turn you wrong at all.
Okay.
Okay. So, I didn't get to bump none of your music, man. Look,
it.
All right.
we gonna do this again. I got you. I got you. I need some of that fire. I need to play that abundance.
Oh
That's
yeah,
my
I heard that
joint.
love and
That
light
abundance
today.
is
I
my
heard that love and
joint.
light.
Oh yeah.
I heard that love and light
Ah.
today. That was nice.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, we bumping you in here. We got you, man. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
that's so
I
much.
love it
hmm
because it's when I listen to music like yours, it's like it reminds me of who I am and my purpose.
Mm.
You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
goal.
That's what I need. You need a little sip of that every day. You know what I mean? You good.
Okay.
Yeah, that be my alarm clock. That John get me going and get me up
Ah,
in the morning. I love my affirmation sounds.
Yes. Yes.
what you
Yes.
got, Thea? What you got? Close
Well,
us
I just
out.
want to. Okay. Well, I just want to thank everyone for coming. Everyone for joining us today here on YouTube and Facebook. Um, this is what it's all about. The Messiah Code, the Messiah's bookshelf. This is what we're all about. You see, we have different people with different ideas, but they're all the same. Um, it's about the numbers, and I just appreciate all you guys coming out here. Thank you so much.
Mm. Thank you all.
All
Yeah.
right, I do my
What
close
about
out.
you? What about you,
The
Lazarus? What you
metaphysical
got for us?
awestruck of the fella that fell down from the sky and blah blah blah. It's like nah. I don't got nothing for y'all, man. Y'all did it all, man. Solar eclipse. Solar eclipse, man. 2 minutes. Let me get 2 more minutes out, y'all. What do
Mhm.
y'all think? What is y'all take on May 8th? Oh, no, April 8th.
April
Solar
8th.
eclipse. Let me get 2 minutes. Whatever y'all can say on that solar eclipse. Monet
Well,
first,
that
because I
is
know you
the
going to
that's
kill
going
it.
to be the eclipse of meditation. That's just a space
Okay?
to be still and receive. While this eclipse that we're experiencing now is the eclipse to manifest. You don't want to do no manifesting underneath that other one because then you'll be the resistance to what is already in play.
Oh
Okay.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be another
Okay.
eclipse for 20 years. What is your take on that?
We're gonna close. I think we get one more in like October when we close out the eclipse season, and then after that, well, you got to think about it. Pluto got to do its thing. We were that 488. That's Pluto energy. That's finding stability in that transformation and finding stability in this dragon energy. So for the next 20 years, Pluto is going to be in Aquarius on the tropical chart before Pluto enters Aquarius on the Vedic chart.
Mm.
So you know, these next few eclipses is really solidifying what it is we need Pluto to do here. And Pluto represents the rise and fall of empires and societies as we know it while it's in Aquarius. You know, if you do the maths, the last time we were here was the Revolutionary War, and then you get into the different wars with the Moors when they were rising and falling, and the different Asian dynasties and stuff are all in alignment with Pluto being here. So yes, during this full moon that's happening tomorrow, definitely manifest what you want Oya or what we collectively want Oya to do on an empire scale. This is not selfish time. I know a lot of people like to just manifest for themselves and their family and their friends. This is not selfish time. This is community, empire, society time. It's time for us to go out into that space.
Mm.
What you
Mm.
got, bro? You got something for about the eclipse?
It's like the physical world disappearing. It's like it's getting supernatural. And
Okay.
so I'm gonna be excited as a time traveling prophet myself. I'm gonna just be excited to just see the
Yeah, you're
mystery
in the
that
place where
unfolds.
they're going to have it, right? You in
Huh?
Chicago, you're going to be able to see it.
Mm.
Oh, okay. And see,
Yeah.
like since I'm born 222, one thing I learned about myself, and I have a lot of ways of studying astrology in front of me. I have a lot of ways of knowing what's going on in the heavens in front of me. So I don't always like to know all things on purpose. You know, I like to just walk into it
Let it
in a
come to
mystical
you.
way.
Ah, I like that. That was a
You know?
Gotcha.
good flow. That was a good flow. I
Yeah.
like that.
hmm
That was fire. That
Wow.
was fire. Yo, all right. So, LJ, you got anything on Eclipse? You know anything about it?
I see them here and there, and go through that process. But I think, at the end of the day, it's a symbol of change. You know what I'm saying? And transition. It's always a symbol of change and transition. And when we go into those times, we should really try to prepare ourselves the best we can. You know, Doesn't matter what's really going on in the stars. I think, this concept of preparing our, putting ourselves into space to be intentional what we want, not just for the eclipse, but every day. But this time it gets a little bit more powerful. The veil is a little bit more, you know, back. So, but I think at the end of the day, that's what it's pointing out to us. We need to be intentional all the time. But for this cycle while it's open, let's really make sure we do those things. And yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they got,
Thank
man, you
you.
go look up, you start looking up the freaking the eclipse, you start seeing rapture stuff. The Christians are going, wow.
Yeah.
They are
Mhm.
running wild. You be like, man, I'm just trying to
They're running
see
wild.
where the eclipse is going to be. And their ass is like, it's a full eclipse. Ah, it crosses the X path of 2017. And you like, oh, I got to get some extra rainwater going on. Yo, I'm dead serious, man. Like, so I really wanted to get y'all take so I won't get a little bit nervous about the situation.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that information. Thanks.
Real
Thank you,
talk.
especially Sunshine. I
I
appreciate
want
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
about the time we in. We in a time of prophecy. So this is the time when it was like the first should be last, the last should be first.
Mm.
And
That's
we're right
19.
on timing.
Mm-hmm.
So they put all these shows of supernatural heroes on Netflix to indicate
Mm-hmm.
what time we're walking into, right?
That's
So
right, Lori.
it's about the mental magic. It's about all of us doing what we doing. We're creating like my spirit just told me to look up, right? But I'm looking at y'all. But when I looked up, I saw an airplane that was flying and it was super high. But why do my senses know to look up without me seeing it, right? So sometimes my spirit just tell me to look behind me. And it's something for me to see behind me. So
Mm-hmm.
when you're going forward, time is going backwards and forward. So that's it's a mystical, magical time where everyone needs to really, really make sense of what is third dimension, what is being out of alignment, what are the false prophets,
Wow.
because it's gonna be a lot of demonic lower things taking place for lower beings that's out of sync, that ain't been connecting the dots. But for us, we're gonna be in heaven, but the things we're gonna hear about when we pick our head into different dimensions are gonna sound extreme, very extreme. So our level of positivity is going to heighten, skyrocket, but there's gonna be a certain level of craziness like we never heard.
Mm.
And so yeah, it's gonna seem scary, but we're gonna have the mental fortitude to understand it. For the ones that see and that know, we're gonna become the how they say we're gonna have the world at our feet, because when they tried to count us out, they gotta count us back in, because we the head and not the tail, we above and not beneath. So this, like 333 or 222, so many different things are coming to you and me. So I'm ready to see what the universe want me to see. Hey, you, no B. Look, hold on. Look, hey, big at you. Look.
Yo, bro.
Yes.
This was so fun. I ain't gonna hold you. This was the funnest build I have ever did. This
It was.
was a whole lot of fun. Yo, thank you to everybody, man. Thank you to the family. Come back next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Shout out to my special family. They're not even guests no more. They done moved in the house. They got room. They done moved in the house. They ain't even guests no more. Look.
Yeah.
You know me. I gotta make my jokes, y'all. I gotta make my jokes. Look, y'all have a good one. I'm gonna end the stream, yo. Everybody, thank y'all for